Already. Shout out to the Kush Den, my friends in the den. We're going to get this intro cracking. And we're going to get into a very special Kush Den this evening. So let's get that intro cracking and let's make it happen.
Smoke weed every day.
What's the motherfucking deal to all my friends in the den? I want to shout out to everybody in here, and I want to send a special shout out to special guest this evening, Mr. Man Things. How you doing this evening, Mr. Man Things?
Well, I'm okay, even though my name is Man Up. But
I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm so used to working with man. Let's start from the beginning because hey, we can't be doing it improperly. And I can't be giving out the wrong name. So I apologize for that first and foremost. I'm so used to doing Sauce Society and then everything. I apologize. So let's start. We're gonna hit the reset button. Players fuck up. I want to send a special shout out to Mr. Man Up. Shout out to Man Things too. Ain't no hater. But shout out to Man Up, my special guest, man. I apologize. How are you feeling this evening, Mr. Man Things? Man Up. Now that we got everything back on track, I'm mixing all my shit up, man.
Shout out to Man Things as well too. Now I'm cool. What's going on, everybody in the chat? This one here goes out to all the supporters and stuff. My man, Mr. Ed Honcho. And if you don't mind, Mr. Honcho, I gotta give you a public apology.
Okay, what's shaking? What you mean, man?
Now I know we were scheduled to do the stream for this past Rockets game.
Yeah.
I apologize. I've been so exhausted. I fell asleep. Didn't wake up until early in the morning.
No, man.
So I want to give you a public apology.
Man, no, there's no worries about that. It'll be more. Look, it's gonna be plenty more games as we know that. So we'll definitely make sure that we'll make up for that one. We'll get it back in action. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hard feelings or nothing on this end, man. You got to get your rest. You got to take care of yourself first and foremost. Your health is your wealth. I say that all the time. So
yeah.
I ain't mad about that. Okay, good deal. So I want to shout out to everybody. I see everybody in the mix, everybody in the den. So I see Man Up, I see Wise, I see Real Family, I see Rising Phoenix, Brandon 335, Braylon Reed, Houston Homer, Christian. What's the why you pissed off, Christian? What's the motherfucking deal? Keller Boys, what's the motherfucking deal? And Bad Bot, what's going down? Triple X, what's going down? I hope y'all all having hope y'all had a good Friday. Now y'all having a good Saturday. So we're going to get right. I'm getting properly rolled and we're going to talk about some things. We're just going to kind of have a little free for all. Saturdays we do things kind of here and there. We have interesting conversations. We talk about a variety of things. And so, that's just what we're going to get into this evening. I'm getting
Sorry, I'm a little dusty here and putting up a new TV in my room.
Yeah. I see you saying your face not showing on the thing. Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah. It's not showing on. Is a camera button or something on there? Or what is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was messing with mine, but I don't know if it's. Let
me see. I don't know because I'm not seeing the option on mine. I know I have mine off so that way it shows through the stream. I don't know if you got a button or something on there, like a little video camera button or anything on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm messing with right now.
Okay, ain't got no. Okay.
Don't worry about it. We just get this back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We know who Man Up is. Man Up is the man. So let's see. We say sleepers for the week. Stros got the W. Of course, the Stros did with the blowout W today. See somebody saying, do you want the Rockets to rest starters till the playoffs and win streak be damned? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm 50-50 on that, I want to go for 14 just to smash on the Blazers, just to put it in their face, just to let Damian Lillard know he's not quite on that level. But again, at the same time, we've already proven ourselves against the Blazers on more than one occasion. And I'd rather the rest, and I'd rather heal up if possible. Just have all the guys healthy that we need. Don't take that risk.
Oh my bad. I said that in my last stream I just did. I think a limited amount. What I mean by that, my personal opinion, let them play the first 10 minutes of the game and sit them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let them get too rusty. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that you want to keep your players, keep that blood pumping, keep them flowing, keep that competitive drive going.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to playoff time, you don't want to risk no injury. So that's just my point. And then you get to see how deep your bench really is.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's how I see it.
And we saw how the bench came through last night. You know what I'm saying? Because Gerald Green hit him with that haymaker. You saw the Phoenix thought they had something. They thought they was crunk. They hit that little last shot. They thought, oh, we done came in. We done beat the Rockets at home. This is just a little highlight of our little whole ass season. And then here come Gerald Green. Not my house, bitch. This my house. This my city. That nigga Gerald Green wasn't playing no game.
I've been telling everybody about that boy, man. Nobody listens to me. I said not because he's playing for the Rockets. I know I'm gonna be a little biased. It's my hometown, my favorite team, of course. Not because he's from Houston. It's because this dude got some athletic system all about
Oh
him.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I don't know if everybody knew this or not. That man is missing a finger on his right hand too.
Oh yeah, yeah. He had lost it dunking or something like that.
When he was like a kid or something, like
Mm-hmm.
they said 15 years old, something like that. He said. They
Mm-hmm.
said, yeah, and this man been balling.
So we got a couple of athletes who missing some fingers. Merciless missing one. Green missing one. So I mean, Houston. Look, they still holding. As long as they hold it down for the city, they missing whatever. It don't matter. Look, as long as they making plays, yeah, it ain't slowing them down.
Okay, learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Braylon. I see you trying to challenge me, Braylon. I gotta let me. You see, I just whooped Triple X. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my rest. And then once my rest clear up, then I'll be back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, or a few folks who've been fucking with your boy on the Twitch shit. I was up late last night. They were entertaining people because they was laughing at how bad I was playing. But it is what it is. That PUBG is something I got to work on. But they're fucking. I ain't gonna lie, that Dead by Daylight, I was going ham. So that's why I ain't tripping on showing no clips of that today because I had some pretty good games of DBD today. So now look, my other shit, I was doing bad. I don't want to show y'all that shit. Y'all gonna be talking bad about me. That motherfucker Honcho, he sucks. It's all good though. My Twitch is HonchoSaucy. So if you're asking, so
Yeah, I think that man, it kicked me out.
what happened?
It told me I forgot exact words, but I forgot exact words. But anyway, it was like nope, it wouldn't even let me anymore. I did one little quick video trying to test it out,
Mm-hmm.
and it told me I had to go. Basically,
Yeah.
more Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, my only fool with, like I say, with the little running a couple of games, but I just do it, straight off the box. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah. Look, I was playing bad with the motherfucker. Yeah, look, a couple folks was watching me yesterday. I see Brandon. I was playing bad. The PUBG was bad, but the fucking last night in the Dead by Daylight it was so. But today I was killing it. I I think I played a significant I played about 4 or 5 games earlier today, and probably out of them 4 or 5 games, I might have had 3 survivors whole. You know what I'm saying? I always play as the killer. For those of y'all that don't know, a game that's actually playing in the background is Dead by Daylight. For those of y'all that don't know, basically it's a 1 versus 4 game where one person starts off as a killer, and then the other 4 people are trying to survive and not get killed. While completing what you got to do is you have to turn on these little generator things. You know what I'm saying? And once you get so many, these little gates will open up so you can get out. So you don't get your ass killed. But when I say I was wearing motherfuckers out this morning, I was feeling myself. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get off this bitch. Nah, I'm gonna stay on. I've been doing so good. This shit might wear off. Let me enjoy it while it's lasting and shit.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm more of a illegal street racing games. Got of course, I love my Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And I think everybody loves Madden, so that's what I'm more into right there.
Yeah, yeah, man. I fooled a little bit. Like I said, I played a couple of games around with Shaq Kush, but I don't know, man. I guess maybe just because I've been out the mix for so long.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we just had somebody sub or somebody just joined up on the Twitch. I appreciate that. Appreciate that Twitchy love. So you got a half steady hand. What y'all talking about? I'm playing Easter eggs for the Easter egg hunt for my baby. Oh shit, yeah. When did I stream? I streamed PUBG a little bit yesterday, earlier. But I got to practice on PUBG. Look, Day by Daylight, I'll talk some shit on PUBG. I ain't gonna talk no shit. I just get it how I live.
The cover. I see that.
Mm-hmm.
I might send the Watson will be on that cover soon. Okay.
Look, if Watson end up on the cover, yeah, I'll be more than willing to fuck with the bad end. Shit, I had it just to have it. Ho, fuck playing the bitch. Shit, look, our quarterback on the cover. Fuck yeah, that's what we talking about.
NBA partners on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Only because it was on there, and I don't even play the game.
NBA Live was that motherfucker there. I ain't even really fooled with it too much. A little bit, but I said they got the bitch on sale. I need to buy it just so I can play some games with the nation, man. Just to hoop with the nation. 2K, I just can't do it. Everybody complaining about that bitch. I know I wouldn't fucking be hard on that shit like that. Joel Embiid trying to smash Rihanna.
Oh shucks.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Celebrity affairs. You know what I'm saying? Look, he better look. Let me see what that do first. Look, let me be the sample, and I'll tell you about it, Embiid. Now, look, I'm trying to find out what that do. Nah, but on some real shit. Like I said, we was talking about some stuff. I was having talk with the round table earlier, man. And I got a question for you, man up, because you around my age group. We see things, a little older things. When you hear the word Saturday Night Live, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
To be honest, that old TV show.
The old TV show. Is there any particular thought about this, or any particular actor? I mean, just skit, anything that just comes to mind when you think of Saturday Night Live?
I forgot that lady's name and her character, but the one that used to say, "You look like a man." He looked like a man. That one.
Okay, you think, but that was old girl off Mad TV. But
Mad TV.
Yeah, that's what Mad TV used to be. Yeah, that's what Mad TV was funny for a little while, and that's what they used to have. Oh, he looking like a man. Well, what did he? Yeah, that shit used to be funny.
But yeah, well, I remember Eddie Murphy used to be on that back in the day.
Yeah, way back. Yeah, he used to do the James Brown skits. That shit used to be funny.
I can't think of them all right now. Got cut in my mind, but yeah, I do. I didn't watch it that much growing up, cause my thing was really at that time it was in living color.
Oh yeah.
But I watched a little bit of Saturday Night Live, but nowadays when people talk about Saturday Night Live, they're not talking about a TV show.
yeah, that's some other shit. How they gonna get live on the Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I don't know if I see you saying that link ain't working. Triple X. That's I copied it straight out the thing. But if you look up HonchoSaucy on Twitch, you'll be able to find. No, I wasn't a roundtable earlier. We were just sometimes in the roundtable we talk. Just about things that we got planned. Make sure everybody's on schedule if we can get things going. So sometimes we chop it up about various stuff. So now you didn't miss any sauce or anything. There was no sauce today. I didn't do any sauce today. So if y'all were worried about that, don't feel like you missed nothing.
Okay.
I see folks was asking, so I'm gonna clarify that, clear that up. So man, how are things out in Colorado right now?
Right now, to me, even though I've been here for a while, for about like maybe 10 years, 11 years, something like that, to me it's still freaking cold up here as hell.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the Houston homer in me. I don't like this shit at all. But it is what it is. I gotta do it. I'm here. God put me here for a reason. So I'm not gonna go all religious on everybody, but God put me here for a reason. And I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gotta live up to that. How's things back home?
Man, that's all good. It's a little warm today. A little warm. Can't complain. It is what it is. It's about to get back to that way. It was cooler longer this year than I'm normally used to.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been back to I need to come back, see family and friends and stuff. Maybe even hook up with you right there, Mr.
Yeah,
Hunter.
man. Yeah. If you ever come to town, man, just holler at me. Just definitely holler at me. Since
Yeah.
I say we're going to stream the actual draft or just reactions discussion. We're going to discuss the draft, but I don't know about actually streaming it because of the copyright situation. We got to figure out how that shit works, because I see people doing a lot of off the wall stuff and somehow they get away with it. Maybe they just flying under the radar. But maybe if there's something that we could do where we don't use that draft audio, but maybe we can use the visuals and we put our own commentary to it. I don't know. We have to see how that should work.
Well, I seen some part like with the Mayweather Pacquiao fight. People streaming in it. I mean, and a couple of people, hey, they got their YouTube channels and all the other channels shut down because of the copyright stuff.
Yeah, you got to be real careful with that shit, man.
And stuff because they losing money and all that stuff if you do that. And then also too, I also seen it one time with what was that? It was an NFL game. It was, I want to say, I think it was the Cardinals and, well, I forgot what teams were playing. I put like that, but anyway.
Yeah.
Also too, people, the NFL got word of it somehow and actually sued them. So you gotta be careful with it.
Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely will just put it in Madden draft simulation. That's what I was thinking about, some off the wall shit like that. Because I remember I seen somebody. I gotta forgive me. I gotta get this shit out of this fucking whatever I got going back here. I seen somebody. I seen a dude who was streaming the UFC fights, but he was acting like he was playing the shit on a fucking controller, or like it was the video game. And I think he got away with it. Like, if I'm sure they might have came back in retrospect and got it because people was saying what the fuck was going on. But yeah, that's what that's what I'm talking about. Brandon talking about the same thing right there. Yeah, just acting like he was fighting, like he was playing the game. You know what I'm saying? And so it looked like a fucking video game stream as opposed to
that stuff though.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's why I really don't. I'm like, because sometimes I be thinking about it, but I'm like, man, honestly, I done put too much work into fucking with these channels to really take that risk just for a minimal gain, most likely. That's not gonna be the thing. Okay. Appreciate you, Houston Homer. I just got the little the little notification noise, so I appreciate you fucking with me on the Twitch action. Matter of fact, let me check something out here while we sitting here talking.
I need to do, like I said, when I did it, it was just that one little, maybe not even 10-minute thing, and they kicked me out. I forgot what their reason was. Something about that. I forgot what they said. I just deleted it. Something about that didn't like the language I was using. Something like that. It was. No, I didn't curse.
What?
Like that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. A lot of people have told me that Twitch, you got to be careful with yourself. I've been cussing my motherfucking ass off. Today I'll do it. I was calling everybody was a bitch today. Everybody who got cut up. Every time I look, anytime you see somebody in this little clip in the back, like right now as I'm talking about it, somebody who I just chopped their ass, they got called a bitch while I was chopping their motherfucking ass. Everybody who got good, like this motherfucker on the ground right now that I'm picking up in the back of the stream, he got called a bitch when I picked his ass up, and then when I put his ass on the hook, he got called a bitch again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calling all kind of motherfuckers and bitches, and trust me, it's all kind of shit, man. I'm talking all kind of trash on that motherfucker, man. Because sometimes motherfuckers be doing some shit on that hoe that just to irritate. Like, it's a little hoe ass irritating shit that they'll do on there. And it's like, I be trying to play, like, I like to play it fair and square, but like, so I don't like to be camping and doing no whole shit like that, just sitting in one spot. But it's some shit they can do, like because you got to cut the motherfuckers, then you got to hook them up. And when you put them on the hooks, they can come rescue them off the hook and do all that other shit. This all fair game. That's cool. But what these hoe ass motherfuckers will do is you'll catch the body and be trying to take it to the hook. You only got so long because they can wiggle free and start running again. They'll sit under the motherfucking hook And I guess it's like a glitch to where you can't put the body on the fucking hook because they sitting under that hoe. And then eventually that motherfucker end up wiggling free. You know what I mean? And so, like, I mean, I don't like to play on no hoe shit. And so I won't camp until them hoes pull. If they pull that move on me when I'm trying to put a body on the thing, I say, all right, after that, I'm going to show y'all some hoe shit then. And then, so once you start catching them bodies, I just sit there the whole time till the body fucking deteriorate. Shit, y'all come get this motherfucker if y'all want to. Y'all call me all kind of hoe ass shit, but y'all started that shit. I know that shit be petty and it just sound like some petty ass shit, but it is. If you go play me a petty way, I'm going to play petty back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's only fair, man. Like,
I just want to too. Sometimes I play with random people online, like if I play Mortal Kombat or some shit like that, and the person just loves to sit there and just block. I'm like, man, this ain't no fight. This reminds me of goddamn Mayweather fight. We run around the fucking. I don't want that. I immediately just turn it off.
Yeah, motherfucker, like I'm trying to
fight. What's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I know what you talk about right there. So I said my message, man, I'm not blocking so much. Fight.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man, let's stop the shenanigans. Okay, appreciate it. I see somebody just showed me some love with the follow action. Let me, matter of fact, okay. I'm trying to put this up. Okay, cool.
If anybody wants to get me that Madden on the PS4, it's on.
Are you fuck with on the phone on the PS4? Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, cool.
I got a homeboy that's a little bit. I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the controller. Because the controller's kind of fat, so I don't know. But I just prefer the PlayStation. I mean, I know everybody used to Nintendo.
Yeah, what?
Day.
Nintendo was the shit little square ass controller.
Yeah, the 1-2 button.
Yeah, that's all you needed. 2 buttons, you got it done, man. You could, man. The kids nowadays couldn't imagine it. Could you try to imagine trying to do some shit on a 2-button controller these days? All the shit that they can do now. That shit is ridiculous. It's too much action going on.
You remember the first Nintendo with Mario and Ducky?
Oh yeah.
Was one game.
Oh yeah. You thought
you can't get that anymore, man. One game, you got one game, but you get 2 or 3 games in that one. Mm-hmm. You can't get.
Yeah, they don't do no shit like that no more. They used to have it hooked up back in the day, because shit, the games were small as hell. Can you imagine, like, motherfuckers was playing whole games. Games probably wasn't even a megabyte. There was maybe a couple of megs, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Now these motherfuckers is gigs and they huge size files. But back then you could play a little bitty file. You play that shit for hours and love that shit. Wouldn't complain. Would go hard in that shit.
Yep. Oh, Brandon, you gotta get a PS4, Honcho.
Yeah, I see that. Man, look, but what's gonna happen though if I slide on the motherfucking PS4? I'm gonna beat everybody at everything. Ain't nobody gonna like me no more. So I'm gonna just hold it down on the box, man. I'm gonna hold it down on the one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Once we get up here, I'm gonna go get on that PS4 to go on that Mortal Kombat.
Okay. So shit, y'all holler at man up if y'all fuck with the Mortal Kombat, man. So we gonna find out who got that action.
Yeah,
a little trash.
That's my ultimate fighting game, Mortal Kombat. I like to rip the heads off, and my favorite character on that motherfucker is Sub-Zero. He's the only dude I play with. I don't play with nobody else. Okay. But I don't play with everybody else on that game. Yeah. So now, let's do this.
Yeah, Sub-Zero, that used to be my motherfucker right there. Like, I don't know I haven't played it in really in a recent Mortal Kombat, but I know back in the gap we talking about like 1, 2, and 3. When we talk about the old school Mortal Kombat, Sub-Zero is my motherfucker. Even when they switched his character up and had him looking with the mask off and had him with the cyborg and all that shit. I fuck with all the Sub-Zero motherfucker. Beast Mode say what about Injustice? Beast Mode Engage says, what about Injustice? You play that Injustice game?
No, I never played that before. No. I got a couple of coworkers that play the game, but and they be telling me to go get it and all that stuff. And like a lot of people be like to tell me go get what's that damn war game? I can't think of it. Who?
You talking about Battlefield?
No, not Battlefield. God, dog it. It's on tip of my tongue too. God, I can't think of it right now. it's a little fighting. Well, I ain't gonna say fighting like. Oh, well, anyway, but they keep telling me to go get a couple of games and stuff like that. Yeah, I've heard of Fortnite that Houston home. I heard of Fortnite. My daughter plays that game.
Oh, good.
I don't, but my daughter does.
Man, yeah, they were trying to get me to play the Fortnite, but it's it's not like my thing is like PUBG and Fortnite are similar, but PUBG you just ain't got to build shit. Like I just want to shoot. I don't want to build a house while I'm shooting shit. Like I don't want to be in this motherfucker building a fucking shed and shit. You know what I'm saying? While I'm fucking shooting at my ass. I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just if we gonna shoot, let's shoot it out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna build sheds, let's shed it out. But if we gonna do some shit, let's just do one thing at a time, man. We just like it's too much happening at once, you know.
I'm gonna say with too with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just me, but I'm not into all of that. I mean, I like my Call of Duty game, Midnight Club, and Need for Speed. Let's race. I'm not into snatching out your car, beating your ass, stealing your car, running down the street and shit. I don't know. I guess it's just me. That's the only racing game I guess you call it racing. But that's the only one of those kind of games I'm not really into. But I like my Need for Speed, my Midnight Club. Those are car racing games I'm into. My fighting game, of course, is like I said, Mortal Kombat. I don't play any other fighting game. Football, of course, everybody plays Madden. And like I said, I got NBA Live. I really don't play it. I only got it because Harden's on the cover. That's the only reason why. And the last time I went to the Rockets Nuggets game, tried to get him to sign it, but it looked like he was pissed at something. And he just threw him down all off the court.
Yeah, damn. Yeah,
so I say somebody was pissed off. Somebody pissed him off. Or maybe I just took it the wrong way, but something happened.
Yeah, he might have been in the mood, man. He might not have been. He might not have been feeling too funky. So no telling.
Last of Us on PS4 was classic. Beast Mode. I see you there. Oh man, but yeah. So let me ask you this here, Honcho.
Yes, sir.
You get a free time. What, if you don't mind me asking, what is it that you're doing?
When I have free time, man, I'm trying, and I had to really sit down and make a schedule. When I have free time, I'm trying to find ways to improve myself.
Yeah.
And so what I realized that I'm kind of here and there with it, so I gotta start organizing the way that I do those kind of things. So like I said, I set up a schedule, and I'm trying my best. Well, not trying my best. I will adhere to it. Starting tomorrow. So like I said, I'm applying it to everything across the board, to how I do sauce, to how I utilize my day and things like that. So trying to become more efficient. And I think that's the thing, because sometimes I think I spend too much time on pointless things, and I get distracted from business and other stuff that I need to handle. And I think if I could minimize some of those distractions, I could dedicate a little bit more time to the sauce. My goal is really to push the flavor real hard. I want to get to a point where I can go full time in the sauce. That's the goal within the next couple of months, is to push it hard enough to where I could actually dedicate enough time to do all the things that I really want to do with sauce sports. It's just and be able to make that shit shake. So that's the long term goal. The short long term goal. So that means I got to get on the grind to make that happen. So yeah, that's mainly what my free time, my focus. But today I spent a little bit of time, like I said, on the game. That was my leisure time today, because like I said, I'm finna tighten everything up starting tomorrow. So
Okay.
had a little fun today. You saw that Joe Green highlight only 50 times today. Yeah, that motherfucker me is ice in his veins, man. I'm telling you, that shit was the lick. Like that shit I mean, it's just every time you watch it, it's extremely enjoyable, because you know how good it made him feel to hit that game winner, especially like to do it for the city, to keep the streak going, to to just, you know what I mean, they could have easily gave up and said, fuck it, 1.4. But you could tell he was grinding. He wanted to make that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? They was hustling for that shit. And when he hit that motherfucker, you could tell this team just felt so fucking good. The energy that this team has, man. It's none of this is being taken for granted. You can see that they loving every minute of it, but they got their eyes on a bigger goal. And that shit is just icing on the cake, man. Just to keep it going, just to keep a reason to keep pushing. Like I said, to keep that streak alive. I mean, so it'll come back from that far down. We were like 21 at one point, and so
it was 26.
Oh shit, 26 was there, and to come back from that and win the fucking game, man. Yeah, oh yeah, and the Raptors lost that. Yeah, so we do got that home court. Yeah, I forgot about that too. Yeah, this team is ready to roll, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Like, if we make it to the finals, and let's just say the Rockets and the Raptors make it to the finals, I wonder how many wins the Raptors got. Because that means we would have home court advantage even in the finals. Because we already got it in the Western.
Yeah, we got in the Western just because they would. So statistically, they're eliminated today because now they can't win as many games as we already have. So we could lose out and we Gucci. We got home court advantage all the way throughout the entire playoffs, finals, and shit, we got home court advantage while we holding that trophy. You know what I'm saying? we got all this shit.
And I promise y'all this here, if Rockets win, guess what? I'm gonna give me a championship Rockets ring. I got a Texans. I know the Texans haven't won one, but I got a Texans. I got the Astros one like a month or so ago. Rockets win, I'm getting one of those as well too. Gotta show support for my hometown.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's my thing. At this point, man, I see people talking. They said Hart should have been called for a foul and doing this and doing that. It's a whole lot of stuff that could have been done. A whole lot of shit that should have, would have, could have. You know what I'm saying? And Rockets shouldn't have let them get down in that situation in the first place. But it is what it is. Shit, the game over. The motherfucker just gonna find a reason to cry about something. The Rockets, like, the thing is, Phoenix shouldn't have let them get back in that position. Rockets should have never been in that position in the first place, so shame on them. But Phoenix as a team, like, you can't complain about those little petty things if you don't let a team get back in a position to come from that far down. So, and it works vice versa. Same thing if the situation happened to the Rockets, man. If we complain about one push or this or that, that's the least of the problem. That's one possession. We need to talk about, you know, the other 10, 15 possessions that if we need to let somebody come back, you know, from down 30 points and get back in the mix. So, it is what it is. I don't know.
I agree with that too. You don't put the game in the ref's hands. That's with any sport, you know, something like that, especially crunch time, last second. Because if you notice, I ain't gonna say they don't call it, but a lot of times they don't call those. Yeah. Whether you feel like for example, look at what Michael Jordan did against the Utah Jazz when he pushed. I can't think of the guy's name right now. He pushed.
What was that, Craig Elo? Was it Elo?
I think so. That name do ring a bell, but you know what I'm talking about. That play where Jordan was dribbling towards the middle of the court and he kind of pushed on the side shot. Yeah, see, the refs didn't call that. We all know that's offensive foul, but that's what I'm saying. You don't put the game in the ref's hands. That's just what it is.
Oh, you're talking about the Russell one. The Russell one. But I thought who did he do to Elo? Russell, he pushed off on Russell. Why am I thinking of Elo?
I can't remember the guy's name, but it was against the Utah Jazz.
Oh, you're talking about the Jazz was Russell. The Cavs was Elo. Okay, yeah, that was about right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Harden would be like legend, but somebody had put something in their chat box earlier. I saw it, and I just wondered what it was, and it still bothers me right now. I ain't gonna say bother me, but intriguing me. Somebody said XNXX, some crap like that.
Oh man, XNXX, that'll get you in trouble.
You don't need to know the end.
No, that's an adult site. So somebody's talking about what people be doing in their free time. They talk about XNXX.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what is that? I ain't say nothing, but it still messing with my head. I was like, what is that?
That damn real family. He's up to his shenanigans. No. You know what? Matter of fact, look. Put Moria PG's Ochiki stuff. Yeah, I'm not even tripping. Like right now, The Rockets got it sold up. I like again, though. I want them to have a healthy balance of. Let me see. Hold on. A healthy balance of rest. Excuse me. And man, but keep that rhythm. I don't want to get too cold sitting on the bench. Just chilling for a week or two, not playing no games. And then, come playoff time, it's like they lost their groove, because they've been playing basketball shit. Chris Paul and James Harden been playing basketball since the summer. They have not taken a break, They have continued to play basketball. So the thing is,
and that's why I say I think that give them rest, but give them a limited amount of rest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was just playing with an idea. I said let them play the first 10 minutes and that's it. Whatever, I still want them to play. Or you could do it like this: when we have home games, playing because the hometown fans want to see the main stars and stuff like that. But we have away games, rest them. Play with the idea around a little bit. I want them to get that rest because we deserve it. We balled out. We got #1 record, and we're gonna finish with the #1 record. We're gonna have a home court throughout until we lose, which I don't really see that happening. But other than that, man, I think we got this.
Yeah. And cavity creep, you're absolutely right. Is this Kush or is this also? You're correct. I will not. We'll change the sports conversation. But go motherfucking Rock. We proud of the motherfucking Rockets, goddamn. So go motherfucking be Rockets. All right, so we'll leave it at that.
I saw that and I thought maybe he was asking, is this Kush or Claus? I didn't know that's what he was meaning by that. Okay. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah, so look, I had to issue some of these whoopings on this chat, but I ain't want to have to do you like that, Wise, but it was necessary. So it is what it is. Again, yeah, I mean, you just kind of alternating back and forth, and it seems like that's almost what was. Well, did CP3 play at all last night? Like I said, because I was in it, I didn't really catch the game, so
I didn't watch the whole game.
I believe he was rested, if I'm not mistaken.
I saw parts of it, but I didn't see the whole game myself either. I caught like the middle of the fourth quarter, and I didn't see him play at all. So I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I do believe he was resting yesterday.
But yeah, let's go ahead and get off the Rockets real quick.
Yeah, so we'll change it up. But the thing is, we went from games. We talked about I saw they mentioned The Last of Us. Games like that do make me a little bit jealous of the PS4 because they do have a couple of good games that are quite intriguing. Here's the deal. Oh man, no, he didn't. Okay, here's the deal. We're living in.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I said Walking Dead. It's only gonna be on PS4. That's my shit. I saw a little preview for that Walking Dead. For the Walking Dead shit, the game. That shit looked kind of live though. The little trailer for it. But it wasn't like a gameplay trailer. It was just like a little intro video trailer. That's some Mark shit. Fuck PS4. Y'all can have that. You know what? Walking Dead, the show sucks anyway, so I don't even care. Fuck that. Fuck that motherfucking game and the fucking show. And the people who making the game, people who making the show, people who thought about being on the show got kicked off, and you know what I'm saying, all that other shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that Walking Dead. Nobody want to play that shit no way. Goddamn. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't even. That shit ain't even cool. That shit ain't even cool. Xbox is for the livest. You know what I'm saying? We just so exclusive. We don't even want to play that shit. You know what I'm saying? We're like Walking Dead. We spit at that patooey. We spit at a Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? The Xbox. We're not going to entertain ourselves with such rubbish. We will not partake in such tomfoolery. Y'all trying to Walking Dead. Y'all trying to sell us a Walking Dead. Ain't no Rick on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Y'all selling some motherfucking me Walking Dead and all that other shit. Oh, y'all talking about
Yeah,
that?
you going, man. Oh man.
I'm
Let's
just,
say it like this, yeah, Honcho. Let's put it like this. How about you don't get the PS4? How about you get the PS5 that's gonna come out in June?
excuse me, the PS5 is supposed to come out when?
In June. Bless you, bless you.
I
Supposed
appreciate
to come out in
you.
June.
Appreciate you. Thank you. In June already? Damn.
Yep. Supposed
Okay.
to come out in June. June or July, one of those two, but yeah.
Damn, that's relatively quick. PlayStation ain't playing no, ain't wasting no time. Uh, I don't know
Yep.
about Stevie. Thank you. I appreciate that beast mode, guys. Thank you. Halo really ain't been that live because I started playing a little bit of, I want to say Halo 5, and I just wasn't necessarily into it. It's just doing too much extra shit now. Was just the original Halo was a masterpiece, and
Okay.
it was a great game. Halos 1 through 3 were pretty straight. Couldn't complain about them. I'm trying to remember Halo 4. I don't know. I don't recall. Halo 4. I have to think about because I don't know if I played it. I might not have played Halo 4. Um,
All right.
but it,
Xbox 360.
yeah, only 360 in the mix, man. But we were talking about the other day, man. You know, did you ever play the Fight Nights or any of those back in the day? Fight Nights, Knockout Kings, any of the boxing games that EA used to make?
I played that Mike Tyson Punch Out, stuff
Punch
like.
Out. Yeah, Punch Out was a classic.
Man, I'm showing my age, ain't I?
Excuse me, good grief.
Bless you.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I'm showing my age. I used to play that Mike Tyson Punch Out back in the day, and I played that. Like I said, that Mario. Who didn't play Mario? That Duck Hunt and all that stuff, but uh, and but late for the past maybe 20 years or so. I ain't gonna say 20, but I say probably
Thank
15, 10 years, whatever. It's all been PlayStation for me.
you. Boy, I say, oh, PlayStation, man. Yeah, man. Punch Out, that was the shit back in the gap. I'm
Oh,
trying to.
Tecmo Bowl? Yeah, I remember that
Oh
too.
man, y'all trying to go throwback. Y'all trying to go way back. Y'all trying to hop
Oh,
in the time machine and shit.
yeah. I forgot about Tecmo Bowl. Shit, I used
Yeah,
to play that.
y'all don't know nothing about that, man. Yeah, that's before y'all time, boy. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. You said that Far Cry 5 is lit. You been playing all week, man. Soon I'm gonna get my hands on
Go back to Pong. Oh, I remember that too. Pong too, with the little
it. Boy, say going back way back to the Atari.
Damn. Yeah, the one joystick Atari, just hold that thing in your hand, at the joystick just moving. Yeah, I remember those things. Oh man.
Way back.
I used to rock that too. I forgot all about those, man.
Man, I'm telling you.
Oh,
See, you know,
wow.
it's crazy how back in the day they used to have the power pad,
Oh,
for Nintendo. You used to have to hit the little numbers and whatnot, hit the little dots or whatever. And
yeah.
I mean, we done went from the power pad and shit to the motherfucking me. Now you got connects and shit. You don't even got no pad. Shit scan your body and it tell you what to do. You got virtual reality shit now. Like the shit has changed so much. Look, don't y'all give me no spoilers on the Far Cry 5. I don't want to hear no spoilers. The glove. I was thinking about the glove. I ain't never had one, but I'm thinking about the glove. I probably could. Man, that shit. I'd have been mad about that. It probably wouldn't even fit. I remember Nintendo glove shit.
I remember that. I never had one, but I remember it. A few of my friends did, but I didn't. Right, shit. Right now with my PlayStation, it's called the PlayStation Move. You got that little camera where it watches you and stuff.
Yeah.
Just stand up, and act like you playing tennis or golf or whatever. You can put one of those workout games on. Work out with that and stuff. I got that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ColecoVision.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
you go way back. It was a throwback. Um, what the album y'all talk about? They said the weekend. Oh, the weekend new album is fire. Full Metal Black. Weekend is an interesting artist. I like some of his shit. He got some all right music. He's just an interesting artist.
Me, I'm not really into the weekend. I'm not into really slow love making music stuff like that. I don't know, I just never. I guess growing up around a bunch of females, I never. Yeah, that's all they used to listen to. That makes me not want to. So I don't know. I'm not really into music like that. I see why citizens say, "Would I ever live overseas and where?"
Yeah.
That's a good one. Probably not.
Look, don't y'all start that Weekend got a voice to him like MJ shit. Hell no. Weekend got a voice like the Weekend. MJ got a voice like the GOAT. Living overseas, man. I would live overseas. I would try out a couple of countries. I would definitely be willing to try out like a Japan for a little while. Probably one of those. I guess would be maybe like a South American country, or what is that? One of those Latin Americas. I'd probably stay somewhere like that. I don't know, a couple of places. Like I mean, I know you'd have to deal with like the lack of certain amenities, but
Yeah.
I think I'd fuck with it. Like it's a couple of spots that I would try. I don't know if I want to live there like permanently, but be willing to live for a while, even if it's just like a couple of years or something. Yeah, it's a couple of places I would try. You know what I'm saying? You say Brazil, real bad people get killed every day. Shit, America, people get killed every shit. Houston, people get killed every day.
That's everything.
Damn. So
You can't escape that. I've been to Jamaica, and it's not bad. I like to have fun. Now my wife, she like I said, she's black, but she used to live in Germany. So if anything, I go there because she used to live there. So something like that. But would I want to on my own? Man. But I mean, I don't know. That's a good one. I probably go back to Jamaica. I live because I went there for vacation one time a few years ago, and it was nice. It was fun. I got to see the different cultures, like you said, different things that you get used to, you take for granted here, but then when you go somewhere else, you're like, I mean, just a little simple shit like your outlet sockets and stuff is completely different. Just a little simple things that we don't even think about is completely different. So it just, I don't know, something like you might get used to if you decide to do something like that, but I can't really see myself doing it unless I just had to for whatever reason. Something like that, I guess. But other than that, nah, I can't live nowhere else.
yeah, I definitely could. I mean, I think it would just be cool. Like I said, have a change of pace, see how other people do it for a while. Sample some of the various lifestyles around the world. And just get a chance to experience how other people live life for a little while. I think it would be cool to diversify. I know it's just like I don't know, but one thing I know that it is much more comfortable here in America. You have access to certain things and you do certain things. But yeah, you'd have to be willing to give up certain shit. Now I know some of those other developed countries. I saw people say like Italy, Germany. I'm sure Canada. They have all kind of technologies and stuff like that. So they got stuff going for them.
And if I did go to another country, I hope it be a country that speaks English at least. Like in Jamaica, they speak English.
Yeah.
The language they speak, I forgot what they called it, but it's really broken English on what they speak. But they do speak real good English as well too. Maybe Australia, even Canada, some other places, maybe some other as long as they speak English, so I don't have to learn another language.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You talking about that like that patois that you talking about that they talk that the Jamaican or something like that. Patois, something like that. I think they call it
Yeah.
passion. I don't know. I might be thinking something different, but I think that's what it is, though. Yeah, I could definitely see that. You'd be surprised
Yeah.
how many people know English in China. Shit, yeah, because everybody in China doing business in America, so they got to learn English so they can make their money. Um,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. They probably know it all. Like English is like a second language for every other country, just because they know that, especially at some point in time, probably deal with some Americans, and you're gonna have to know English, or if you want to have a universal standard of communication, most people use English. But my thing with that is, there's so many people who always talk about, fuck that. English only speak English. We speak English here. And that's cool. I understand that. That's cool. You want to know what's good. But at the same time, I mean, me personally, I would feel like, hey, wait, English is the only thing I know. In all these other places, they speak English like a second language. This is the main thing I know. And shit, half the motherfuckers here, shit, even in America, don't even speak English properly. Shit, I be fucking it up. And so, shit, we don't even know this language real well. And telling somebody else to use this language, and it's their second one. I just feel like, as Americans, we need to want to step it up. I mean, and I have this belief. I really do. Truly, I mentioned it here before, that I think knowing, multiple languages is, I'm not saying it's the cure for Alzheimer's, but I think it helps fight Alzheimer's, because I think you're using so many different parts of your brain when you're thinking, and when you're bilingual or trilingual or whatever, and you're interacting and talking to people. You're firing off, I guess, different areas of your brain where you're accessing this shit. But I mean, it's all language, so it might all be in the same parts of your brain. But I think you approach it differently, how you think about it, and I think that it keeps your brain exercised. And so I think that, for some reason, like I said, I just feel like that's something that it fends off Alzheimer's. I don't know where I got that from, but it's my belief, and I'm sticking to it. Man, what's the motherfucking deal, Trizzy? What's going down?
Oh man, silly. I kind of agree with you a little bit on that too. I guess, just the laziness in me is coming out, I guess, not wanting to speak another language, I guess. I don't know. But you do gotta work your brain muscles. What's the name of that damn movie? Me and my wife was watching. God damn it. I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, it was kind of like a movie to where this woman got all kind of crazy special powers because she able to use 100% of her brain.
Oh, you talking about Lucy?
Yeah, Morgan Freeman in it.
Yeah, Lucy. That's what you talking about.
Yeah. And I was telling my wife, let me ask you
Yeah.
before I go any further, let me ask you this. Yeah, thank y'all, Lucy. Uh, Let me ask you this real quick. How much percentage of your brain do you think you really use?
Man, I think that's a shenanigan. You know what I'm saying? I think we use more of our brain than they say. I think when they say we just use 10% of our brain, I think we use a significantly more than that. It's just, but I do think that there are areas of our brains that we have yet to fully understand their purpose. But 10%, I don't really believe that.
Yeah, well, see, and the reason why I'm saying that because I was telling my wife, I think we use more than 10% of our brain.
Uh,
Because if you think about it, you can live with a fake heart, fake body parts, but you can't live with a fake brain.
nah.
There's no such thing as a fake brain. That you could really get put in your body. And your brain tells your entire body what to do. So it tells your heart to beat. It tells you to blink. It tells you to sneeze. It tells you to walk. It tells you to eat. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and to me, that's more than 10% right there.
Yeah,
So,
I would
so
agree.
I think we use more than 10% of our brain.
Hold on, I lost you for a second. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Where did I sent you? Oh Lord, look, y'all give me 1 second. I done made man up disappear just a second. I done lost him. I'm gonna bring him back. Hold up, I'm gonna bring him. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. I don't know what happened. All right, we in like Flynn. Okay. AI, but AI is not quite the same. You know what I mean? AI is it's thinking, learning, and all those other things. But I don't think that you could properly incorporate AI into the proper, or properly incorporate. You could properly incorporate AI into the accurate feelings, emotions, even actions at this point that people have, because I think it would be hard to explain. We're gonna have a Kush about AI. I think that's definitely a good conversation. I might need to get my hands on another cigar. We might need to dive deep into that conversation, because what I'm thinking about the AI is very interesting. I'm gonna think about that. That might pop up late. If y'all just see a random Kush pop up late tonight, then that means I couldn't get it off my brain. I'm still thinking about some damn AI. But yeah, the Sophia robot. I mean, a lot of that weird shit like that. But the thing is, it's programmable. Like Sophia the robot, I don't think she's fully just AI. I think she knows some things that I think when they know that she's going to be certain places and do certain things with certain people, you know, they're going to have special things made for her, the Sophia robot. But I don't know about her just being fully just aware of her existence and all that other shit, you know. And honestly, like, I never really thought about it seriously, but if robots were to really just get their shit together, one, they'd get it together before anybody, because they would just be like, they just send each other a little message. Robots would have it on lock. If robots really did want to like form some AI shit and take over, it's a wrap. Like humans do not stand a chance, man. You know, it's like it's over with. The robots gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do, but you're gonna have to have a lot of guns and some great aim, because the motherfuckers, they gonna turn the toasters against us and shit, man. Motherfuckers gonna be getting bread popping you in the eye and shit. It's gonna be all kind of shit going down. The fucking robots gonna take over, and we gonna be out of there. No, I don't think it'll be that bad, but it's really an interesting thing. Like I've been telling you, I've been fucking with that Black Mirror on Netflix. That shit is good. That fucking show is good, man. Like I don't say that very often about a lot of shows that come on. Like Black Mirror is a good show. Now what I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's a great show. It's a good show. And by a good show, I mean that the acting it's solid. Some episodes better than others, but the stories and, you know, basically what they are, the little morals I guess you could derive from these stories, you know, what they're trying to get you to get or whatnot. Maybe it's not even that. Sometimes it's just a story. But I think that it's a damn good show, because some of the little shit that they come up with, I'm just like, wow, I would have never thought of that. So
okay, yeah. So I think that's one of your favorite shows, then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm putting one of my favorite. I mean, it's a good show. I would recommend. Okay. It's a show that I would recommend to people. If people are asking, hey, you know, what are you watching, or what's a good show, I would say Black Mirror. You should watch it. I recommend it on Netflix. Crabtree said I'd introduce a robot to water and that would end the robo revolution. Shit, these robots gonna be, if the phone fucking waterproof, shit, the robots gonna be, they gonna be like, look, we just gonna sit here and wait. You know, they gonna sit that hoe and float. Niggas gonna think the robot and broke and sunk to the bottom. Robot gonna rise up out the water on motherfuckers, looking like one of them swimsuit fucking model shoots or something. Them motherfuckers gonna be dripping, getting rusty, and firing motherfuckers up. The robots ain't finna give a shit. The robots gonna be ready, man. We cannot. We can't stop the robots.
They would have done certain things in this country or on this earth. It would have been people would have been done it. So like for example, they trying to get like for example, they want to get rid of the drugs in this country. I think they could have been done. They just don't do it for whatever reason. So I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. So you can't just put water on a robot because, like you said, these phones these days are water resistant, waterproof. What you think they can do it to the robots if it rains outside or something?
Absolutely.
Hurricane Harvey wouldn't have had nothing on them.
Shit, I'm telling you, man, these robots gonna be coming up out there, bitch, looking like fucking Terminator and shit.
Yeah, what about that? Yeah, there you go. Forgot about that. He died because he drowned in a thing of lava, the very first Terminator, or something like that. It was. I forgot that motherfucker old.
Yeah, I think he dipped off in the lava, but I think he slid up out that hole or something. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what happened. Shazam, Alakazam. Hell yeah, I had to do the disappeared act a couple of times. The Avengers beat the fuck out of Ultron. No, I haven't seen the Avengers or the Ultron shit. Rust conquers all things. Yeah, is humanity creating its own extension? Yeah, humanity is creating, participating, accelerating, engaging, planning. There's a lot of ings that are going on with the humanity in its own extinction. It's the humanity is doing it all. All right, they are destroying all that fucking. Like I say, it's just people are outrageous these days. Okay, it's outlandish, outrageous, crazy stuff going on. And the decisions that people are making these days are crazy. So leave your phone in water for a few years, see if it still works. Phones are water resistant. But see, the robots ain't even gonna trip on a few years though. The robots are gonna be like, look, this is how they gonna hit us up. First, the robots gonna slide to the hood. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be out there dipping and dropping off. You know what I'm saying? Popeyes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Reparation. They're gonna come in this whole like some reparations robots. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers gonna be thinking it's all good, getting some reparation chicken and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they think it's like a block party by the robots. Niggas gonna be like, these robots, they cool. We gonna invite them to the cookout because niggas always inviting everybody to the cookout and shit. I don't get that shit. Robots ain't that damn cool. And then look, Cameron, look, you gonna see where I'm going with it. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen. See, when niggas realize that, the robots done pull the okie doke on them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start seeing these car parts replaced with robot parts and shit. They're gonna be riding robotic slabs. They're gonna be dismantled the robots and shit. You know what I'm saying? The robots trying to get over on them and shit like that. But the thing is, man, the robots, you just better get cool with them now. But on the real shit, the thing about the robots though is just that it's crazy what they can do at this point in time. I mean, when we talk about the future, we have no idea. Like the shit that we get to see that they let leak out is stuff that they know they can fuck with. The shit that they know that they don't know that they can fuck with, that they're trying to fuck with, that's the shit you got to be worried about. Because these motherfuckers know that it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? Because they come up with these fucking ideas and all these other things. They start creating this shit. Y'all seen the one with the fucking little dog thing opening up the door and shit? The fucking robot. That shit is crazy, man.
I see that. Oh, okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's like a little thing. Yeah, it's like a little robot. Like I want to say like Boston Dynamics is the company, something like that. They always got some crazy shit. But it's like a little four-legged robot thing that hoe come bouncing on, open up the fucking door. It let like 2 or 3 of the other little robots in the door. Hey man, you're like, y'all go ahead and go in, and they fucking go in the door, close the door behind them and shit. Like, what the fuck are the robots doing? So shit, that mean if they want to come holler at you, they just gonna send a robot in to come get you. Look, it ain't gonna be no more. Look, here's the thing. This is what's gonna happen. It ain't gonna be no more police. They gonna start replacing all the police with robots. Robots not gonna give a fuck. They're gonna be mowing motherfuckers down. They ain't gonna know good from bad. And then you can't. Can you lock up a robot? You know, people gonna want to know. Can you put a robot in jail?
I don't know. Appreciate you week because of the point. So
it'll be an interesting situation. It's gonna get wild. But I'm just fucking with y'all. The Kush Den talking crazy. Y'all know once get up under that influence, you know, motherfucking mind start wandering and start coming up with all kind of off the wall delusions and ideas. But I ain't worried about no motherfucking. Look, I ain't worried about no motherfucking robot. I mean, look, it's interesting what they're able to do with robots at this point in time. But it's not a reason to be. I wouldn't say not concerned. You know, pay attention to it, but right here and right now, the robots don't pose a threat to overthrow society. So y'all can chill. Y'all can be okay. Y'all got at least 5 years. You know, because once the robots learn how to make themselves, because that's what they're gonna thing they're gonna teach them how to do is here. Look, learn how to make yourself. Then they gonna be off the chain with that shit. They gonna make thousands, millions of them motherfuckers. You say Black Jesus go strike them in the robotic ass. Robo hoes for hire. It's gonna be robo hoes sitting on the corner and shit. It's gonna be bad for business, man. How you mac on a robo hoe? You know what I'm saying? If a robo hoe out there on the street, how you gonna mac on a robo hoe? Who has that much game? What kind of pimp got that much game that he can mac on a robo?
Well, I ain't messing with that dude, man. Yeah. He could do that.
Look. We talked about we be talking crazy, and then we talked about the first most player person was gonna be the first one to have a threesome with a real chick and a robo hoe. He was gonna be the man. Okay, so that's the man. But who is gonna be the realest pimp to pimp a stable full of nothing but robo hoes? He don't even. That's when the game went to the next level. Look, if I say player, look, I don't even fuck with them real hoes no more, nigga. I got a stable full of motherfucking me. Robo hoes pimping. I don't even pimp on these hoes. I program on these hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I just put in the digits. You know what I'm saying? And they really with it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? And so I would set them on the track. You know what I'm saying? They gonna bring the money back and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? And look, robo hoe get to talking shit. I just reprogram my ass and I don't get no sass. You know what I'm talking about? She gonna bring me the cash, man. Hold up, pimp. You know what I'm saying? And so the motherfucker be out there macking on the robo hoes, and it's gonna be some new shit. That's gonna be that 2025 shit. Niggas gonna be macking robo hoes in the game. They ain't even fucking with real hoes no more.
I think the line will be something like this here. I'm gonna let her down. She gonna get all across town, and she make me mad. I'm gonna change that smile into a frown. So she's like,
we macking on the robo. Look, I'm just saying, man. It is what it is. Look, but I give a robo host some more. But man, oh man, like I say, I want to say I do. Yeah, that was a good one.
See, I'm sitting here right now listening to me some Scarface, man, my favorite rapper and shit, man. Gotta listen to the old shit, you know, my face, you know, man. So, but yeah, I'm sitting here. Who's your favorite, man?
Yeah, well, see, here's the thing. When it comes to rap, it's a funny situation. I'm trying to avoid using favorites because, of course, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say my top 5 and all this other stuff. But I'm gonna sit here and say I'm avoiding, but then I'm gonna still say it. But because I think I have certain artists that I prefer to listen to in certain moods. You know, just depending on how I'm vibing. Certain artists, you know, have a certain sound that they're good at. But when you're talking about favorites like Face and you talk about UGK, you talk about guys like this. I mean, they're kind of like in their own little special place. So I don't even put them on the list because they're like automatic. You know what I mean? It's they have put in the work. They have paid the dues and then some, and still go hard. You know, they are pioneers. Put on for the city, put on for Texas, and is still doing it. You know, so that's something that you have to appreciate, and has been quality for the most part since they've been doing it. So but like I say, as far as like some of this the next tier under that, under the legends, the legendary. That's pretty interesting. That's a pretty interesting question. I have to think about that.
The reason why I asked that question, man, is because I've been having this conversation with a lot of people that don't really like today's rap. And I'm kind of one of them. Some of it I do, some of it I don't. I guess because what they talk about today just don't make no sense to me. I guess because I'm old school, I guess. I don't know. I'm getting up there, so I like the old school stuff. I still listen to my blues back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I just listen to some Johnny Taylor and some Marvin Sapp on that.
man, we say it's Marvin C. What you man? Hold up, man. Yeah, I don't know
I,
about that. Marvin C, Johnny Taylor, man, all that. That's that throwback. See, y'all too young for that, man. Like, I don't know. I'm saying that's taking y'all in the time machine. Y'all don't know nothing about that right there. You know what I'm saying? You want to know something? That's how you get your old school game, man. What's up, Brian? What's the motherfucking deal? You say I like new rap for about 20 listens. Yeah, man. The thing is, like, the new shit is it's good for workout music because there's no. I mean, it just depends. That's why I say it's different moods for different shit. I mean, different artists for different moods. Because, like I say you're trying to work out. I'm not doing that, but or you need some energy. You just trying to get hyped up or whatever it may be. Then you know, some of this new age shit might work because, like I say, there's no substance to it. You usually got a nice little beat or energetic little beat or something that kind of make you vibe or whatever. And they just usually saying some off the wall shit that don't make no sense. And so you're like, fuck it, I ain't really paying attention to the lyrics. The beat is cool. It's good for exercising. If you in a thinking mood, you know, you may listen to something different. You may listen to something more lyrical. Or if you're in a mood of deep thought or you got some other shit going on, you may want to listen to something that it may not just be all about the beat. It may actually be about the content of what they're saying. You know what I mean? So it could be it's a variety of artists that I like, and I'm gonna try to see how I feel about the favorites. I gotta think about this. You know what I'm saying? I would say Mel Wade, Lattimore. Okay, already. So man, look. Yeah, that Johnny Taylor, that's some old school shit. Them boys don't know nothing about that, man.
I listened to that, the candy look and all that stuff. Yeah.
Man, look, let me tell you, my shit when I was young. I should say, this I used to say, but I'm. How old was I when I was singing this fucking song? I want to say, I might have been about 7 or 8. I might have been a little older. But Clarence Carter, Stroking.
Oh.
That shit used to be my motherfucking jam. I'm the jam before I wasn't stroking shit. I ain't know what the fuck no stroking was, but I was singing this shit out there, shit. Young than a bitch. I be stroking. And man, my people used to think that shit was fucking hilarious. That used to be my motherfucking song. I used to sing the shit out there, bitch. All the time. I'm like, well, you don't know what the fuck you talk about. It sound good though. Shit, I be stroking.
I'm family too. One of my aunties love that Marvin C's candy liquor. Yeah. And she asked me that all the time. I want to say I was like kidding, something like that. She used to ask me that stuff. I'm like, you know what that is? I'm like, no. And then she told me. And I'm like, hell no.
Yeah, look. Candy liquor. Yeah, that shit used to be wild. Talking about candy liquor.
Yeah. Then also too with that Johnny Taylor, his last $2.
Yeah.
That song to me still right now. I listened to that last night. That song go hard to me.
Yeah.
Like, that last $2. I'm not
gonna lose. One for the what do you say? One for some bus fare.
The other is some blues.
Blues. One for the jukebox to hear me some blues. Hey, look. That's what I'm saying, but back then, because this is what I'm saying, now the music lacks the emotion, it lacks the passion because people don't have those connections. People don't, when you used to fuck with people back in the day, you got to think about it. It took time, it took commitment, it took an investment in yourself almost. Because imagine you going over to somebody else, wasn't no cell phones, wasn't no this, no that, you know, or even back in the day, if you caught a bus or, you know, whatever it might be, you know, to get somewhere. It wasn't convenient. It ain't like it is now where people shoot each other messages all day long. It take 2 seconds, and you know, I mean, you had to catch people at the right time. It was just a whole different process. And so people felt more of other people's energies, feelings, and thoughts. You know, they observed more. They weren't all, you know, locked into the phone and things like that. And I think that they were able to put more feeling, more emotion and stuff like that into the music. And so now I think we're lacking that because people don't do that anymore. And people don't want the music that feels like shit because most people don't pay attention to their own selves. They fucking let me see, hold on, I got people challenging me and shit, you know what I'm saying? I can't have that.
You know, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, you know, also that Johnny Taylor's cheaper to keep her. Yeah, you're right about that. I see that, Brian. But yeah, I agree with you saying because I was talking about that too with my wife not too long ago because we were watching something and this commercial came on to where it was like a backyard party with like maybe a good 20 people in that commercial and everybody was on their phone, when nobody talking to each other, nobody communicating nothing. And I was saying to myself, remember back in the day, if you knew somebody, you know, you were cool with them, you had to remember their phone number. If you want to write them a letter, you had to remember their address.
Yeah.
When you want to go to their house, you had to remember exact directions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Really used your brain. Nowadays, you just type in this here, bam, there you go. I mean, yeah, it made things a little bit easier, but it took away our ability to actually work. I mean, to not work, but to actually do you know, use our brain to communicate, to socialize, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think we missing these days. And you're right about that with the music and stuff, because excuse me, because you I don't know, like you said, it was a commitment when you knew somebody, because it wasn't like if you went up to somebody's house, I'm in trouble, let me go hide, grab my phone, and give them a call, or send a text, come pick me up. You had to really trust that person, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To do some, you know, to go hang out with them and stuff like that. Even just going to the mall, you had to really trust that person, because it ain't the same these days.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nowadays, though, shit is motherfuckers. They don't even care if you trust them or not. The motherfuckers gonna do some dirt. They gonna do it and film it on their damn phone. It's crazy. But yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah, back in the day, that was the weak thing about it. The thing that is cool is that when you holler at a female now, you can immediately lock the number into the phone so you don't lose it. You know, as opposed to you has a number in your pants, you wash that hoe, or a piece of paper, you lose it, or you put it in somewhere trying to call yourself hiding it, or not hiding it, but putting it up for later, and you forget where you put that bitch, and little shit fall out or something, or you know, you find that bitch 4 months later and some shit like that. And so it's just, yeah. So you do have the advantage of when you are engaging in interactions with your counterparts, the ability to, you know, take the number immediately, so that way you don't have to worry about any misconnections in the future. But yeah,
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is a good thing sometimes, and then it also could be a bad thing. You know, so kind of like with these self-driving cars, well, you don't even have to pay attention. So you're not, you know, like we used to have to focus when you was driving.
yeah,
Now you got these cars that park for you that can, you know, emergency brakes and stuff like that. It's like you're taking the driver out of the driver.
yeah. But shit, one of them little autopilot cars just hit somebody, killed somebody actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I don't know if it was in Seattle or Chicago. It was one of those places, and so that was very unfortunate. And the thing is, though, that they have these cars that are auto-driving cars, but they still have someone in there, you know, behind the wheel just to make sure, you know, in case something goes awry, that, you know, nothing bad happens. And apparently that person wasn't being observant either, because he, you know, obviously didn't hit the brake in time to prevent the car from, you know, hitting the woman. They said,
Yeah, I see that.
oh, they said the lady just jumped out in front of it. They got it on the video.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. It's on. Okay.
There's a RoboCar said, "Fuck this bitch, I'm racking up kill." Look, look, RoboCar got infected with one of these video game viruses. It's out there wilding out. It's got the Christine. That's what I'm saying. The RoboCar gonna get the Christine in them and shit, and it's gonna be over with.
You went
Look,
way back with Christine.
yeah. When motherfuckers learn how to hack these cars, these RoboCars, it's over with. You might as well call it a wrap. Motherfucker be doing all kind of shit. The car gonna be follow me. Make sure you're within half a mile of my phone at all times and shit. Car's just gonna be auto driving itself. You catch a flight, car gonna be fucking driving wherever you going and shit. It'll be craziness.
Wow. Yeah, I was telling my wife that stuff too, man. It's like we as a society, it's like we we losing our ability to actually do things because everything is so like okay, like for example, let's use this for example. I remember when I was a kid growing up, when my grandmother used to wash clothes. She used to actually, get the little scrub thing. I forgot what they called it, but the little scrub thing and scrub, all the dirt and stuff off the clothes.
Yeah.
Now they use them in the washing machine.
Yeah.
Kind of same thing with the dishwasher. I don't even use my dishwasher, but a lot of people, they don't wash dishes anymore. And the funny thing about that with the dishwasher, you still have to soak your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher. So I'm like, might as well wash them.
Yeah, really.
And things like that, what I'm saying? Just little simple things, that, yeah, it's easier for us, but then it's also making us weak as people, And I'm not going to say online and say I don't do it, because, yeah, I do. I use all the technology and stuff as well, too, but I'm just being honest. I remember when I was a kid, if I wanted to go see a girl, I was cool with, that I went to school with or whatever, from the neighborhood or whatever, I had to walk, catch the bus or whatever. Shit, nowadays, I can just use my phone if I want to see her, Skype or whatever, FaceTime. So,
It don't take nothing. Yeah, it don't take nothing at all, man.
there's no effort in what we do these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when there's no effort to get something, then there's no appreciation for it.
Yep, that is so true. Like just for example, right now, I went and bought a big screen TV to put in my bedroom, and I was telling my daughter when I was hooking everything up, I was telling her, I say, you work hard, this is what you can get. It's not a reward, it's what you earned.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm trying to keep that word earned burned in her brain.
Yeah.
Earn it. Because I don't know if you heard this story before. It happened like maybe 2 years ago, something like that. To where this girl, college student, I forgot where it was. She sued her parents for her college tuition, and she actually won. And I was like, "You serious?" When I went to college, I paid for it. My mom didn't have the money, to pay for my college tuition. I flunked out, but I paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With my own money. And it's like today, it's like they stop paying your college tuition. Your first thought is to sue them, not to go get a job to pay for stuff, not try to figure out why and all that good stuff. They said why because they're like her college party and lifestyle.
Yeah.
So they stopped paying it. But your first thought is to go sue? Are you serious? And that's what tells me right there. It's like we as a people are not, we forget what it's like to work hard to earn things instead of, saying like when I was growing up, if I wanted to get somewhere, I walked everywhere I wanted to go. I didn't have a car until I got like 18, 19 years old. So I had to walk or catch the bus. Nowadays, when I've actually seen people literally right now. Matter of fact, today I actually seen somebody get in their car, drive 2 blocks to the damn corner store, and come right back home. I'm like, damn, you that lazy? It'd be different if it was bad weather. I can get that, but
yeah,
really,
yeah.
like walk.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can walk it, there's no point in driving it. Just one, it's good for your body. 2, save the motherfucking gas. 3, shit, just fucking do it. You know what I mean? Unless you just finna go somewhere nearby, you just got a load of shit that's just a burden to carry back or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, you gotta. I mean, especially if you just go to the corner store, you're not gonna get that much. If you do, you got the munchies or some shit. But you know, you just nah, man, nah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I like Gabby the Creep said right there. My kids sue me. You better find a place to stay in a new daddy.
You heard me? Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it to me, it's just weird, man. I mean, I ain't got no words for it. It's like, even to this day, man, I take my dog to the park. Yeah, it's like maybe 5 blocks down the street. We walk. You know what I'm saying? We walk. Now, if I want to take her to the huge park that's like a couple of miles away, yeah, I drive her. But the one that's right down the street, we walk.
Yeah, just
It's like,
down the street.
yeah, it's like, come on, man. Get up. Use your legs. Walk.
Yeah, man, that's the shit. That's sometimes that'd be the best part to walk to and from the park. Shit, just a little stroll, man. That's where shit the best adventures used to happen on the way. You know, you get there, you play, you do whatever, but shit, man, that's what I'm saying. The times will never be the same. Shit will be forever different. You know, but like Wise said though, you have to embrace the technology because that's what the future revolves around. So all the people who, you know, trying to say, I would never do this, never do that, when they could have been got on, you know, certain technologies, eventually had to, and then later in their years, and it's hard for them to get on as opposed to, you know, when they had the opportunity and probably would have been more adept with it or whatever, but it is what it is. But so Wise is absolutely right too. Yeah, so certain shit you just gonna have to deal with, even though it does make us lazy, even though it is inconvenient. You know, some of these technologies do change and do bring jobs and things like that, but then some of them do hinder and, you know, take away jobs, and that's always very, very unfortunate. But
I'm not saying I'm just saying because like I said, I use technology. We all do, like TVs, our phones, especially computers and all stuff like that, in our cars. But I'm just saying, you know how lazy people get with the technology. You know what I mean? Like for example, excuse me, and it's not really also the laziness. It's also like your social life. You got to learn how to really socialize with people in all kinds of different situations and things like that. For example, I'm gonna give you this example right here. I was at a barbershop getting my hair shaved one day, and another barber walked up to my barber and told my barber that his son was fighting with someone on Facebook, and he asked his son who's winning the fight. And to me, you can't. How you fighting with someone on social media talking about f you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. When we were kids, we duked it out.
yeah,
And after that, we decided we still gonna be cool and or whatever. You know, we handle business.
yeah.
Nowadays, it's just nobody really knows how to socialize, know how to engage into certain kind of competitions and try to deal with that competition in certain kind of ways.
Yeah.
People just on social media and just start cursing and want to say, yeah, I did this, I said that. Shit, we can all do that on social media and get away with it.
Absolutely.
You know?
But,
So that's what I mean about technology these days. Because like technology is making life a little easier, but also making us, lazy and less sociable and not knowing how to deal with things, these days.
yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Man, they was just talking about back in the day, whatever. That was you thought you was really doing something back in the day when you was calling motherfuckers on three-way.
The phones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now shit. Now it's got all kinds of, well, let me send you a photo while I'm talking to you and I'm streaming and getting the GPS over here. Like now I do everything. But back in the day, you were the shit. Shit, yeah, I was on three-way last. You was on three-way? Oh, word? Yeah, because you had the star 69 on, you know what I'm saying, find their number out. Hit the star 67. The anonymous call, I'm a star 67, so they ain't gonna know who calling. Like all that off the wall type shit motherfuckers used to do back in the day, man. Like that shit is crazy.
Let me ask you this real quick. Do you remember if you didn't have a watch, you know what I'm saying, you was at the house, You remember? I forgot what that number was, but do you remember you used to be able to call a phone number and it would just tell you what time it was?
Yeah. I don't remember the I don't remember the number. Yeah, I remember that. You remember they used to have the was it trivia phone or movie phone?
Yeah,
It was like some shit you could call like this little number, and it was like just some little automated shit, and you could sit there and answer little questions, or they give you like little movie listings and do all kind of just off the wall ass shit.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Man.
I remember that. Oh man, I remember shit when I finally, you got voicemail on your home phone.
Yeah.
I I used to thought I was the shit back in the day.
Oh yeah. You couldn't tell the motherfucker nothing about no voicemail. You got motherfucker using answer machines? Fuck that answer machine. I'm talking about this voicemail
Yeah,
over here.
you know, that's the way now because it's now connected to your voicemail. What's going on, Miss Heidi?
Oh,
Man,
there go Heidi. Heidi ho.
you requested me to be on the Kush then, so I'm finally here. Oh man. Then I remember when the first cell phone came out with that Motorola brick phone put up to your ear.
Oh man.
And then the also popular Prime Code phones. Remember those?
Man. Switch from Motorola to the Prime Code phone. That was the that was the move back then.
If you had one of those, man, you pull that crap out your pocket, you be like, everybody, whoa.
They had the ones with the little wood grain on it and shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
the wood.
it was a very interesting phone, a little purple alien. That shit there was wild. I mean, it was just it was a lot of interesting things that were taking place back in that era. Right before that, like I said, I like to call it right before the transition. Right before the transition into the new technologies, rotary dial car phones and yeah. Oh, happy Easter, lots of party. Yeah, okay, I forgot that. With the Razor phone, man, you ain't lying. I remember when motherfuckers thought the Razor phone was the greatest thing that ever happened to phones. Like, y'all don't understand, like, from Razors, Sidekicks, all of these phones and the transition things that we've gone through. Two-way pagers were the motherfucker thing. We could text somebody. Like, I mean, man, y'all don't understand. Like, the kids nowadays don't understand. They wouldn't, like, if you put a rotary phone in front of a kid nowadays, they would not. They would start crying. They wouldn't know what. I don't know. They wouldn't know what was going on with all kind of itchy shit. They would just start crying. Yeah, they would be baffled, you know, as to what is taking place, you know, in front of their faces. They wouldn't know what to do with it. I'm telling you.
I remember that stuff too. Hey, let me give you a true story real quick. You remember the Transformers cartoons back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Growing up, that was my shit.
Oh yeah.
I actually sat my daughter down one day and I was watching it with her. And I said, this is the Transformers Daddy grew up on. She looked at me, she said, oh, for real? Yep. I said, yeah. You know what she did, man?
What's that?
She actually got up out my lap and just walked right on upstairs.
She said she didn't want nothing to do with it. That's fine.
Like, if this ain't the high def, this ain't the crystal clear picture, none of that stuff that we used to now. Cause I was like, no, she didn't. She just got up and walked off.
Yeah, that's what
Then
I'm
you
saying.
said words and walked off.
That's craziness. Yeah, I was trying to explain to the little. I was trying to say, man, all these new cartoons you watch now came from old stuff. You know, ain't none of this stuff new. Well, some of this stuff is new and weird, but so I'm showing like all the old stuff, the old little Care Bears and Pound Puppies, all that old stuff that she like, and I was like, look, man. I was like, she actually sit there and watch this. She said, what? I remember that? Oh, hell no. You're supposed to not like it. But you actually want to watch it. You just want to watch it because some damn cartoons. But Flintstones and the Jetsons were legit. The Jetsons, I thought life would be like the Jetsons. I think out of all the little futuristic shits, I don't know why I thought life would be like the Jetsons.
Pinky and the Brain. Oh, what about this one right here? What about this one? This one ain't too old, but kind of, sort of. What about this one? Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead was cool. They tried to bring it back, but it wasn't. It wasn't for this generation, you know. And I don't think they got the love. Like if they wanted to bring Beavis and Butthead back, they'd have to make it like a regular show. Because I think they tried to bring it back. I didn't even watch when they brought it, but I think they tried to bring it back and do it with the music videos in the middle again and all that other stuff. And I think like this generation ain't really fucking with that shit, you know, because we got it's like the short attention span. So if they putting on some fucking stupid ass video that people don't want to see, they not gonna watch. They gonna change the channel. I'm thinking that's what happened with Beavis and Butthead. If they want Beavis and Butthead, they have to make it like a straight cartoon, you know.
Oh man, yeah, I even said that. Excuse me, there. Sorry about that. Right off my camera, but I even said that too about like home dude said right here about about Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
He's right about that. The old school Bugs Bunny and versus the new school Bugs Bunny. I said the same exact thing. What the fuck is this?
You know, they didn't change Bugs up. I thought they had retired him. I didn't know he was still in action like that. Yeah.
Hey, you remember this one too? You remember the Animaniacs?
Yeah, Animaniacs was legit. I was watching some Animaniacs the other day.
That was also remember this one here? One of my favorites as well too. DuckTales. That was my favorite.
DuckTales was legit too. DuckTales was. So you said video games are long and require attention span compared to simple arcade games. So when you say arcade, are we talking about? Let me find the proper definition, because you know when we think arcade, we think about video games in a arcade. So when you say arcade, do you mean like, you know, the simple games like carnival games, circus games, you know, games of skill, or are you also referring to simplistic video games that, you know, people play on arcade? I'm curious about that, Heidi. Let me know what you're talking about there.
Now I will say this here. No, simple as Pac-Man was, that did require some skill.
Yeah, hell yeah. Pac-Man was shit. Pac-Man. Man, have you seen what they've done with the new Pac? They got like some disco shit going on. I mean, it looks crazy as shit, but they didn't like upped it up into some. I couldn't even explain it to you. You'd have to see. I forgot what it's called, but it's like some new Pac-Man. It's kind of still based on the format of the old Pac-Man. You're still running around the maze, but they've added some extreme effects and some other things to it. It looks very interesting.
Yeah. A
Playful.
lot of these games that they bring back don't look right. Like I saw it in arcade at the mall the other day. I forgot what it was. Was that old school fighting game they tried to bring back? I just passed by and I looked at it. I'm like, what the hell? Golly. Street Fighter. Street Fighter.
Oh yeah, yeah. Street Fighter. They've been Street Fighter. What is on? What Street Fighter 5 now? And that's look. It took them about what 20 years to get to 5. I remember Street Fighter. Fucking Street Fighter 2. It took forever. It was Street Fighter Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Ultra Turbo, Hyper Fighting, Street Fighter 2.3, 4, and you know 2 different Ryus and an extra ckin, some type shit like. It used to be some other shit with them Street Fighter fucking games, but I think they.
You know, I was like, wow. No, I don't know. I guess because different generation, different things. You know, because I know my parents were saying the same thing about me when I was growing up. But Street Fighter is gluten free. But yeah, I was kind of saying that too. You know, like you said about my generation and stuff like that. So I don't know, but I think this generation, you know, it's totally different from when I was growing up, man. Because technology wasn't really all that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I say, you had to be more self-reliant on a lot of things. A lot of things that are just available now to people via the tap of your phone were things that back then we'd have to actually physically get up, go out, and do, depending on the level of what it is. I mean, from some of the minuscule tasks to some of the major tasks, I mean, everything is so available right at the tip of your fingers, man. I mean, it's very simple. So the very early coin games.
I'm not knocking it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it at all. I just think that I don't know. I just think that when I was growing up, things was just more better. Like you said before, if you put in the effort for it. you know, you appreciate it more, you loved it, you want to do it more and more and more. You know, and I know with this generation, you know, they're gonna say the same thing about the next generation. You know, like my she's gonna say it about kids that's when she gets my age, that's her age now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that's how it works, but I just think that you know, when I was growing up, if I wanted something, I didn't think to go sue my parents for it. You know, nah, I got my ass out there when I was before I could actually physically get my first paycheck job. I actually washed cars, took out trash, something like that for a few extra dollars to go just go to the store and buy me something. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But and nowadays, you know, these kids think can't ask their parents for something. They're like, "No, I said I don't want it." Then it's like, "Wow, okay, whatever." Let me ask you this here real quick, Honcho. Kind of switching topics because this just popped in my head. Somebody was asking me this on one of my streams.
All right.
Do you like those new James Harden shoes?
Man, I wouldn't play basketball in them, but there are certain color schemes that I do like. And so it took me a second to get into liking the shoe. Initially, I did not like the shoe. It had to kind of grow on me a little bit. And eventually I said, you know what? It's not that bad. I can fuck with that. So I fuck with the James Harden shoes. It's just it just took them a little bit to grow on me at first.
Okay. I kind of said the same thing. I was like, come on, my wife said that they look like clown shoes. And I told her, I say, you know what? Guess what? I don't blame. I be wearing my shoes too. You know, everybody wear Jordans, everybody wear LeBrons and that stuff. I get my wearing mine too. I don't care how they look. They might be on them. I'm gonna wear them.
I'll charge. This is actually the only stream I think I did today. I mean, there's been times I've actually done three. There's been times I've done 3 or 4 streams in a day. But I think this is the only stuff that I didn't do any sauce today. And this is the only Kush I did. So unless I don't know, unless I did a little bit of Twitch shit earlier. So I don't know about that. That's what I'm trying to think. But I don't think I did. Did I do 3 streams? I don't know. But matter of fact, like I said, I'm gonna kind of bring it here to a little wrap here. But is there anything you want to say, Mr. Man Thing, before we get up out of here? Anybody you want to shout out to? Anything you want to let the people know?
Oh, I'm laughing again because you said that again.
Oh, Miss Man, man up. I was trying to fight back the sneeze, and I had to disappear, sneeze, and so I didn't even pay attention. Mr. Man up. I apologize yet again.
No, you're all right. I just want to say this one here is for Heidi because she asked me a couple of times, only twice, what am I doing again? And I said, only if you hashtag blame the sneeze. I said, if you have me, it's cool. I have fun talking about, just various topics and stuff.
Oh, so, my goodness. Blame the sneeze. Man.
I do want to say once again, appreciate you for having me on, man.
Oh, man.
I am your #1 fan ever since I saw that world famous 16-0 video.
Yeah, I'll never live down the 16-0 video, but that's A-okay, man. No complaints about that.
What? I've been meaning to tell you this. and I'm going to tell you this in front of everybody.
What's that?
I don't care what you say. You got to do another one, man.
Another one. Oh, another one's coming. I don't care what that look. I don't care who. Mr. 16-0 was in here earlier. Oh, another one's coming, man. Look, I'm a ride for the Texans no matter what. As much as upset as I get, as offended as I may be, or not even offended, but as angered as I may become, I'm still riding with these motherfucking Texans. They push me to the brink, man. But shit, we gonna ride for the house, man. So
it is what it is. But I was like, everybody gives you grief about that. I hear it all the time when I watch the stream. I don't care what they say. You got to do another one, man. You know,
I
that
definitely.
16 is when I started watching you, and I've been one of your biggest fans ever since. So just want to let you know that
Oh
I
man,
appreciate you for putting it down for the city of Houston, representing. You keep doing what you do.
man, I thank you for that, Mr. Man Up. I sincerely do. That is from the heart. I sincerely do, and I thank you. And like I say, anytime, man, you want to be on the Kush end, and you already know we've talked about situations in the South. So like I say, you're always more than welcome. I always enjoy it. I always have a good time, and I think that the friends of the den, and I think the people in the South also enjoy it also. So like I say,
Yeah.
anytime, no problem. And again, I thank you for the the compliments. And like I say, there's always more to come, man. There's plenty more to come, man. So I definitely thank you for that. But there will be another 16 and 0. They can't stop the 16 and 0. It can't stop, won't stop.
There you go. And then one day you got to do a 82 and 0.
Oh man, that'll be the one. Brandon said he gonna report it if I do it. That's messed up, man. You gonna do me like that? That's bad business,
No,
man. I
you
thought
gotta
we,
do that, man. You gotta do that.
yeah.
But let me go ahead and get with the wife, and chill out a little bit, man. Call it a night.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate you, Mr. Man Up. We have to do it again soon, and the rest of y'all, I appreciate all of y'all for following through, my friends in the den. Now, y'all know how it goes. Y'all ain't gotta go home. Y'all can go to your friend's house. You can go to your mama house. You can go to your cousin's house. You can go to the stove. But y'all gotta get the fuck up out the den. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all later.
Peace. Oh, man.
Thanks for watching the Kush.